Thank you for watching. This is the second part of me painting up my Yeti XXL. I've taken all the body panels off again. The last video you've seen me ending with the body panels actually being on the card just to see if everything lined up right. And that's just because at this stage I can still fix that. Fortunately, however, everything did line up. Now I started the previous video with peeling all these pinstripes that I'd cut around all those logos, and it proved to be really handy, especially with this liquid mask. Can't find the bottle, it's right over there. A bitty design, it doesn't peel all too well once you advance a tiny bit through your paint scheme. So I avoided that problem altogether by first peeling all those pinstripes, doing those in champagne anodized aluminium. Afterwards I added some black and some blue metallic in these logos, and I added a blue metallic pinstripe which I backed with white. The backing on all those individual items, I just did that to sort of secure the opacity of those bits that I've already painted. So further on in my paint scheme I do not have to worry about clouding them up or making them look less crisp than they are intended to be. So right now what I have left to do is these larger sections. So I have, let's see if I can find the panel. Right here I have like a huge stripe going on over the side of the car. I have that same stripe also going on over the roof. So this is going to be slotted together like this. I still need to fill that in, and I also have it going on over the hood. What I want to do there, at first I was going to paint it just black. Then I decided that was a tiny bit boring, so I'm actually going to fill it in with what looks like a snakeskin pattern. Now I created this pattern using lace. You will see it once I'm starting to apply it. And what I did is I just stretched the lace over the Lexan, backed it with some black, and afterwards I backed it with some sky blue aluminium. Now I'm thinking I'm going to go a tiny bit lighter with the pattern in it. So I am going to use that sky blue aluminium. I'm also going to use some light blue, and I'm also going to back it with white afterwards just to make sure that it pops. So that's what I'm going to do first. This, what you're looking at, this is a cutoff. This is an old wheel well that I just cut out of a Proline body. Always hang on to your scraps because it's really easy to sort of do some testing with some new techniques. In case you wonder how it turns out, you're not ruining an entire body, you're just ruining a scrap. So that's a good tip maybe to keep in mind. So keep these laying around, they always come in handy. Time to paint. I have one thing left to do right now, which is peeling off the final masking on the inside of the body and painting that white. So that's the final coat of paint. You can tell that over here I already peeled this one, so you can sort of see the difference between one section and the next one. In backing everything with white, also these, call them veins in that snakeskin, that will pop a tiny bit more, so that will be a tiny bit more apparent. Afterwards I'm going to cut the clear film on the outside, and with everything that's white I want to paint that with a flat clear, just to have a tiny bit of an accent between gloss and flat. I always think that that's cool, and it will also sort of protect all the exposed edges of the body, because this car will be on its roof a whole lot of times as well. Well, with those two final coats, the paintwork on the outside is also completely done. I'm not going to put it on today. You can call me cock tease, you can call me whatever you want, but I really don't care. I'm going to take my time. I want this to cure properly before I'm going to bolt it to that modified roll cage that I have. So this is going to sit overnight just so everything can really set and can really cure well before I'm going to put it on the cage. Plus, I still have the interior panels left to do. Putting on the white, you do not have to be too careful putting on that final coat of paint. Of course, make sure that it doesn't start to drip or anything, but you can spray it a tiny bit heavier than all the other steps of the paint that you have done so far, simply because there's no more masking left to peel. So I also chose to go a tiny bit heavier, just so everything pops, everything appears to be super crisp and super white, just the way I want to have it. Now you can of course rush and go peel that clear film off on the outside. I always like to use it to my advantage, and it's also something that I will get to in the next video, because that one will be about how to actually put the clear film to good use. That's also something that I did over here. I cut the clear film on the outside right in the center of the pinstripe, just so I have a nice division going on between what I want to have appear in a flat clear and what I want to appear in gloss. The PS55 flat clear by Tamiya is one of the most crucial tools in my painting arsenal. I think it is really awesome to be able to put in a tiny bit of an extra effect on the outside of the Lexan as well, instead of just painting everything on the inside. And the flat clear is a perfect way to make certain stuff pop out or dull it down a tiny bit. So that's exactly what I did over here. That extra step, it just takes a couple of more minutes, and it's one more extra step of painting, but I think the end result is so much better. You can see over here on the front the Vanquish product logo, the KMC wheels. Of course, the car is sporting the Rockstar wheels made by Vanquish, and I'm also running those Pitbull tires. So you have a full list of ingredients for what I use wheels and tires wise over here. Also the two Vanquish logos over here to represent the rear axle. Over on the rear quarter panel you see the Axial Racing.com logo. You see a HemiStorm logo and a Dynegy Lipos logo, because Dynegy was kind enough to supply me with some batteries that I can use for the first run when I'm actually going to take it out when the snow is gone. And of course here on the front you see Mamba Monster, which is a power setup that I'm running by Castle Creations. When this is all bolted together, I can't wait to see it, by the way, but I'm going to be patient. When this is all bolted together, this is approximately what it's going to look like. And then I have this mirrored on the other side, so it's exactly the same, but just the other way around. And then on the roof panels I have a Castle Creations logo. I have of course an Axial logo, a Yeti XXL logo, and I have two Inventables logos. Not sure if you can see those like that. So with that you also have a full list of ingredients of everything that I used on the car. I hope you enjoyed this series so far. I know that it's a long wait. It's for me as well. It has been a really long project. I just want to get it right. The interior as well is something that is, I think, very important. Axial has supplied an interior with that you can make look really scale if you just put in the effort, and that's exactly what I'm going to do in the next video. And also in the next video I'm going to finally put everything together, bolt it down, and show you how it turned out. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, don't forget to hit the like button. If you have any questions, leave them in the box below. If you have not subscribed yet, of course, please do. And if you want to be a tiny bit ahead of what I'm doing over here, check out my Facebook and Instagram. Links to those also in the video description. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, and bye-bye.